Another question for you. Do you want to make things appear out of thin air? Maybe turn invisible for a while. Or perhaps you want to fly through the sky, like Superman. Maybe you want to make a portal into the universe to discover new things and new places. Introducing conjuration. Abracadabra. Power of creation. Just like with the evocation school, the conjuration form that I made has now been changed just because it sounds better to me, and it's all a work in progress. So here we go. We got Vea as the conjuration verb form. You can use it for tsuma, which is to create, the dictionary form. Change it to tsuvea for conjuration. After that, you have a new word called nuvea, which is a literal meaning of create a living thing, but the literal version is to summon. You're not creating it, you're summoning it, and it made more sense to me. Now for some examples. Tsuvea lina, which is create an apple. Just like evocation though, you have to say where it's going to be. So you could say Tsuvea lina kosne for on the ground. When you want the apple to be on a tree or maybe a vine, you would have to use the word resea, which means to grow. It was in the last video. You're changing it to ea at the end for conjuration form. And after that, we have something that I touched on in evocation. It's called the unnatural case, but I don't think I explained it very well, so I'm going to try again, but with some changes it might make more sense this time. So first I have to explain how each of the words reacts to the spell, or how it works. So the verb usually conjugates, like I said, to the school of magic. So the verbs don't interact with the nouns you're using in the sentence. So we have in this sentence Lina Mithe. So what happens is Lina is a evocation noun. So what you would do is the noun that follows afterwards, if there is one, you would change that noun into its unnatural case for evocation. So that way they interact with each other and the spell isn't messed up. So for example, in the next sentence, you have Lina Lasin. Well, Lasin means vine, but it's actually a necromancy noun. So that's a first one. And what you would do is you'd take Lasin and you would change it into its evocation unnatural case, which is Lasa. And then you would add the A at the end, meaning on. So, but then there's a little dummy N because the A is a vowel. And that's how you would actually say the spell. Resea lina lasane instead of lasin. So you can imagine somebody just learning magic in the school, and then they come and say, Resea lina lasin. They would grow the apple on the vine, but then the apple would probably decay and not be good to eat because they messed up the spell and used the wrong word. So up next, I will show you the forms of the unnatural case. It's pretty easy. Necromancy, you got in. For conjuration, you got on or os. And then a or is evocation. Then you got m for enchantment. Is for divination. And then val for abjuration. Alright, time for the end of the video. This is where you learn some more words for your spells. And let's go. You got fixe for teleport, valia for disappear, and then you have some nouns here. You have the color determines what they are, or what kind of noun they are. Then there's wind, liva, suve for water, kelithe for gateway, sikas for grapes, and kavi for paper. And the kelithe can actually be used as a short spell. So in order to open a gateway, you don't have to say open, you could just say gateway by itself. And that's the end of the video. You can leave a like or dislike if you want. Hit subscribe, maybe. Have a nice day.